hopefully, let's go. We are live and direct. We are right back here with UFC 325. Thanks for chiming on in. It's Volkanovski versus Lopes 2. I'm here with, oh, it's not actually Ash, but it says Ash on the screen. This is George Mary, one of the fans from the chats, is chiming in today, helping us with a breakdown straight for you guys sitting at home, is tuning in and looking forward to find out what's going to happen this weekend, as we all are, to be fair. How you doing, George? Thanks for joining me for this breakdown.
Yeah, no worries. I've helped you out tonight. Don't worry. To the rescue.
Yeah.
The bat signal was in the air, so I had to come call.
It went up, didn't it? The bat signal went up.
Yeah. In the East London skylight, I saw it, so don't worry.
No, it needed it. Yeah, we had some trauma on our end. We're supposed to be here live with Ash, of course, but had some car failure happening on his end, which meant that there's a last minute jig around and everything as well. So we're about 30 minutes late, but I think we can probably pull this together on time still. It's a little ambitious thinking, but we can get through this in 40 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah.
For those of you guys who are new, the goal of this is not to tell you what to think, but to teach you how to think. This whole breakdown is going to look at every single fighter on the main card of UFC 325. We're going to look at their strengths, their weaknesses, what makes them great, what makes them, a little bit nervy. So you can make your picks right when it comes this weekend. And if you haven't done so already, in the description below, get yourself in the UFC fantasy league that we've got going. We pick week on week with each other, see how we're performing. Did well last week. Where did you come last week, George?
I didn't do it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't do it.
You're a bad example.
No. In my defense, right? I wasn't sent the code from JK until Sunday afternoon. Okay, so he slid me on that one because he knew I was going to get all of them right and then put everyone below me.
Oh, so he did it on purpose. He deliberately left you out of it just so you don't win the put behind a bit.
Of course not. No. It's all love, JK. No, realistically, I'm going to do it for this week for 325, and then that will be the start of my fantasy league campaign.
Yeah. For those are the people in the chat watching us right now, what should they do if they want to get into the league? Click the link. That's the one. All right, nice, absolutely. You heard it first from George. Well, second, actually. I said it first. But outside of that, let's get into the breakdown. So what we do here is we go down to the first fight on the card. We're looking straight out of the lightweight division. George, you're going to help me with the breakdown of this one. We're going to be talking about it together. And we're staring right down the barrel of this, bear with me with these names, Quillan Salkilld, and he's up against Jamie Mullarkey. And I was going to say Jack Della Maddalena then. Not sure what it is about this guy, but that was in my head. So it's Australia versus Australia, of course, in the land of, why wouldn't it be? And if you remember that fight from Quillan Salkilld against Haqparast, that was a devastating knockout when he threw that kick and knocked him out in, I can't remember, I think it was like second round, I think, if I remember correctly. But Haqparast was out cold. Up until that point, though, I thought Salkilld was a little bit looking, I wouldn't say the words pedestrian, but I thought Haqparast was having the fight. He was doing so good up until that point. So
yeah, I agree with that one because he did have him on the back foot from time to time, but then at the same time, certain fighters start slower than others.
They do.
And like to get going more in round two. So,
and look, Salkild's your boy. He's someone who does like needs to get going. I've not seen much of him prior to that fight, but he took my attention immediately after he knocked out Haqparast, and from that point on, I was just thinking, okay, well, this guy deserves to be looked into a little bit deeper. What do you think the biggest danger is for someone like Jamie Mullarkey going up against Quillan on this weekend?
Definitely one of them, the head kick. Now that he's exposed it on tape, so to speak, for someone to watch. But the speed, Quillan's speed, he's quite, or Quillan, whatever. Sorry, mate. But his speed, he's quick because he's he's a smaller, more compact, lightweight. He's not like sort of beefy like a Paddy Justin type guy. He's quite skinny, so he can move around a lot quicker, where Jamie Mullarkey is he looks quite stocky, really, for a lightweight. But maybe that's just my perception of it. But I really think, the kicks of him and the speed that he's got to watch out for are the top two.
Yeah, the kicks and the speed from this guy.
And also,
check.
he's only had 4 fights in the UFC. All 4 he's won. So you can't really. There's not much to watch of him. But someone like Jamie Mullarkey, he's had a fair few fights in the UFC now. So there's a lot of tape on him for you to go watch and study him. That's what Quillian's did. And now trying to study Quillan, you got 4 fights, one that ended within 10 seconds against that what's his name? Ashmal Joel, the Indian fighter.
Ashmajal. Okay. Yeah, I know him. He's quite new in the scene, and yeah.
So he knocked him out quickly. So there's not much to watch. So you can't. There's not really much to tell on him.
No.
So I'd like to see this one go the distance to see what he's got in him. Like, but then at the same time, Oz versus Oz in Oz. You're gonna want to make it. You're gonna want to make it a burner, aren't you? So
you are.
That's what you're gonna want to do for the home crowd.
Yeah, exactly. Knocking out your own might be a little bit savage, but I'm all for it, Salkilld. Let's go to a flying start. Why wouldn't we? Let's look at the gauges real quick. So we've got Salkilld and Mullarkey. In terms of how we're going to be given this per fighter, we've got striking, grappling, power, speed, and 4th, right? So if I looked on paper, the UFC's not showing me the stats on these guys. It's not breaking down. So we'll just do it off of hand. But striking, who'd you give that to out of these two fighters?
Quillan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quillan.
Yeah.
Not so much his submission wins.
He's only had 3, I think.
Yeah, so you can't. There is not much to go off. But if he's got more sub wins than Quillan does, then you've just really got to just give it to him. But I don't know his jiu-jitsu background, so when it goes to the ground, only the viewers will be able to see what happens.
True that. And what about power then? Who gets that?
Yeah, Quillan again. Just his last 2 have been KOs, so
okay,
go with that.
Speed and cardio. I might give cardio to Mullarkey.
Yeah, just based on he's gone decisions.
Yeah,
and then a lot more decisions, and then speed for Quillan.
Speed for Quillan. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And that's how it looks. That's the breakdown. At the moment, it's 3 in the red corner for Quillan, and then of course just a 2 for Mullarkey. Is that how it's going to pair up on a night? I haven't seen the odds on this one. If I was to have a quick look at what the odds are saying, who does it say is favourite? I haven't been done yet. Not on the UFC website anyway.
I'd say Quillan is favourite. He's got to be, just based on performances of late. You've got him going on 4-fight winning streak, 4-0 in the UFC. Jamie Mullarkey 2-3 in his last 5. So
yeah, I hear what you're saying. He's got some momentum, Quillan, and I think that last fight was just a lucky hit. I think he's stepping into deep waters, tough territory, and if he starts I don't know, I feel like if he starts believing too much in his hands or in his ability to knock someone out in his striking, he might be in for a rude awakening against the likes of the veterans of Jamie Mullarkey, who's been around for a bit. So.
That's what I'm saying. You can't underestimate the veteran, because they've been in the wars and they've dealt with the pressure situations. But at the same time, everyone's got an ego, and it just needs to be tested.
Well,
so
tonight might be the night it does.
So that's all he's got to watch out for. That Mullarkey wanting to give him a dogfight.
Yeah, I bet.
Because some people can't handle that sort of pressure. They'll crumble under it, and that's the lesson they learn, and then come back as a better fighter, as so many fighters in the UFC have done.
Yeah, fair. It's a fair point. You're going Quillan on the night?
Yeah, I'll go. Quillan, Salkilld.
All right, I'll go Mullarkey. I think I've got some crackling issues on my end. Checking out with the chats from the guys, and it's. I think the audio is a bit. Whoosh.
Is it good on my end? Are they saying this? You sound fantastic.
You sound good. I think it's probably cleaned up now. To be fair,
it's the DJI Mic Mini.
DJI Mic. I'd see that, man. You're a content creator now, man. You're a content creator.
Come on.
We'll whiz through it. The cracking's there a little bit, but it has cleaned up a lot. All right, so next fight up on the card, we're looking right down the barrel of the heavyweight division. If I clear that up, press the U there, and we go over to these big bad boys. We've got Tuivasa, and he's fighting against Tallison Teixeira. So it's great to see Teixeira back in there, as it is for Tuivasa as well. I mean, we're in the side of the world where the big bombs land. It's Australia versus Brazil, 15-8-0 for Tuivasa, 8-1 for Tallison Teixeira. Now, rank 15 versus rank 12. Tuivasa is at risk of slipping down the rankings and soon to be out, I would suspect. And the likes of Teixeira is really looking to shine bright and just to kind of keep this upward trajectory momentum. But how do you think this fight's going to go? You know, is it time for Tuivasa to hang up the gloves and just try something else? Has he been found out? He's all he's I wouldn't say he's a one-trick pony, but he just doesn't have much more to his arsenal to diversify himself in the heavyweight division to be effective anymore up past the top 10, I'd say.
Not in like the shift in where the heavyweight division is at the minute. You're look at the top 5. I'd say besides Sergey Pavlovich are all kickboxers, relatively good kickboxers, jiu-jitsu boxers, light on their feet. Teixeira is like a Homer Simpson boxer type, just stand and bang with ya. And if it goes to the ground, which it rarely does in heavyweight division, he doesn't really do much else, like you just said.
Yeah.
So he has been found out by the likes of Garn, who was just piecing him up by just his pure speed and athleticism.
Range, you can do it all.
I saw an interview today they was doing for like ESPN Australia, and he was like, he only came back because he left to want to come back, sort of thing. So he wanted to miss it to come back to fighting, because you got to remember he's on 4-fight skid at the minute. He's on his Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson way.
It's not good days for him. It's not good days.
No. So, and then you've got the likes of Teixeira as a contender, Victor Walker as a contender. You got Mick Parkin just underneath him, and these new generation of heavyweights are becoming more sort of versatile in what they can do. They're not just like a heavyweight kickboxer or a heavyweight boxer. They're a all-arounder.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the kind of era we're in the heavyweight division. And that probably speaks into the future of all challenges that Tuivasa is going to have going up. I mean, you kind of got to cut yourself down into a low one, I think, if you want to. I mean, that's not any easier either. But let's talk about Teixeira for a second. Before we get into the future of him, where do you think his ceiling is, and do you think that is tied to Tuivasa this weekend?
Again, it's hard to say with Teixeira, because again, he's had 4 fights in the UFC. He had 1 fight against one of the tougher brothers, who seemed to just be another punching bag for a division. And then he fought Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
Like, he got the push that one fight too early.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, if this fight was the fight against Derek Lewis and then he had another win before that, then you can sort of give him a chance. But going in now against Tuivasa off that loss to Lewis, if he can't beat Tuivasa, then really he doesn't deserve to be in the rankings. Because also question, you've had 2 fights in the UFC and you're already ranked 14. So do you deserve it? If you can't beat top 5, if you can't beat top 10, you ain't going to be in top 15.
That's it. Yeah.
Back to the prelims and back to being unranked. So realistically, it's a lose-lose for both of them if they come off worse. But if they win, both their stocks go up, really, don't they?
They do.
Like, Teixeira just beat Tuivasa.
That's massive for him.
Yeah, big. I mean, or the headline, Tuivasa's back, if he does it in a spectacular fashion, like with a KO and then a shoey.
Some of the questions are going to be sort of, he's fought most of the people that need to be fought up there, though, isn't he? So what's more exciting if Teixeira comes through, and then we could probably ask the question, what problems could he now introduce that we haven't seen before? That's the kind of question we want to ask. Let's have a look at the gauges as we actually hash out this last bit of it and find out.
Yeah, because you want to just look at the difference
Mhm.
the couple years that Tuivasa's had off.
Yeah.
Like, what's it done to you? Like, look what happened to Arnold Allen on Saturday. He didn't look the same. So maybe we see a different Tuivasa. Maybe we see a worse Tuivasa.
Yeah. And what are you hoping for?
Personally, just on a fan basis, I want Tuivasa because you know that crowd is going to go mental. There is going to be beer in the ceiling. There is going to be beers in shoes. Everyone's going to be chinning their Nike Dunks, right? And everyone's going to be having a good night. Once Tuivasa wins, the party will get started, and then like it's sort of like the crowd can get bumping for the next 3 fights on the card.
Mhm.
So
That would be a great start to
ain't
the
no
fight
party
card,
like a
wouldn't it?
Tuivasa party.
Well, he's when he gets there, right? When he gets there.
Yeah,
I would
well,
love to see two of us do well. I really do. But for me, that's like a bit of his time. So, in that being said, and real quickly, we'll get to some chats after this as well. But we'll go through some of the points here.
yeah.
I think the chats do need some love, and I think if the cracking has healed up, then we got some scope for it. So striking wise, who do you think gets striking between these two?
Bam Bam.
Bam Bam gets striking. I mean,
Bam
he
Bam.
won't have the reach advantage.
No, but he does punch like a typical Pacific Islander.
Yeah.
He's a big boy. I don't care if he's lost 4 fights in a row. If he chins you, you are going
I
down.
might give him power then. However, if you're looking at
Oh, sorry. Was this? You saying striking?
yeah, because if we're looking at striking,
Oh,
you know,
okay. Yeah, give him power. I do
all right,
apologize, chat.
okay, let's give
I
him power.
apologize.
We'll give him. Hold on, I'm gonna
Give him power. Striking.
just because we're looking at a reach disadvantage here of about 8 inches. 8 inches reach advantage for Teixeira, who's got 83-inch reach to the heavyweight title
Yeah.
versus 75, which it means he's got to really get into the pocket in order to
And where
blow
he's
it
not
up.
the fastest of fighters with his head movement, that could be a bit of an issue.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say okay. So see, even still, like Teixeira went on the run with like his striking, so it's really like a 50-50 in my opinion, because like Teixeira's only had 4 fights or 3 fights, sorry, and Teixeira, two of us has had a bundle. Striking's just as equal,
Mm.
if you can call it that way. But I mean, it's a coin toss.
I mean, I'm not sure how accurate these numbers are, but it really, really, really does say that Teixeira's got a hell of a lot of landed per minute. I don't think this is right. The numbers look a little bit too good to be true on Teixeira's side. But
Well, okay, to move on with the conversation, we'll say Teixeira just because he's got longer arms.
agreed. I was going to say with grappling though, where does that go? I might go Teixeira on it. It's Brazilian.
Yeah, no, Teixeira, because he have a sub on his record.
He's
his UFC records. His UFC record.
I believe he certainly does. Quick look. He does, yeah. I mean, it's not a massive amount, but it's more than Bam Bam. Okay, cool. Then let's look at speed. Bam Bam's actually quite fast. I'm surprised at his speed. You know? I'll go Teixeira on cardio. I don't like giving it to Bam Bam. Although, yeah, right, yeah, we'll go Teixeira on cardio. But who gets speed, do you think?
Again, another coin toss. Like Tuivasa can have his moments.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I hope this 2-year layoff can work. And he's improved his cardio, his speed, his this, his that. But then Teixeira is another new generation heavyweight that's become a lot faster.
All right. We'll give it to Teixeira on this occasion. Let us know in the chat if you think that's correct or not. And we'll move on to the next one. But on the night, are you going to go Teixeira as well? Or do you think that Bam Bam's going to have a fighting chance in this one? A puncher's chance?
I want to give him a puncher's chance.
Yeah. It's a bit exciting.
Saying that, don't listen to me because of my prediction video. That went terribly wrong. So right? I'll keep my opinion to myself.
All right, fair. I think I think it's a formula that Teixeira's probably going to rinse and repeat on Bam Bam, and we're not going to see anything new out of Tai Tuivasa. Same old Teixeira, but I love Tai Tuivasa to prove me wrong. I'm going to do that. Quickly, let's get
Yeah, I
some
want.
chats over quickly, and then we'll go to the next fight up on the card. Guys, thanks for chiming into the chats. Really appreciate it. We've got JK in the house. We've got MMA Anomaly. Big shout out to MMA Anomaly. Thanks for chiming in. Breezy's in the house. And Wells Twin J are here as well. So, guys, give a huge salute to everyone over there. Couple of chats as we go through. And then Mr. Jubbly says Breezy over in the chats. Let's see if there's any chats we've got. Apparently, George, you sound a lot better than I do.
Oh, right. Who said that?
Breezy. I think he's trying to get into your pants, mate.
Oh no, yes, I'm reading it now. Sorry. Hello. Wish we could just have George talking. He sounds beautiful. I mean, if a crackling sound of an old man incoming sounds beautiful, then Breezy, I love you.
I think I'm just a crackling one, but you,
All right.
you you got the DJ
Is
I
what is,
like,
can
mate.
you still hear me? All right. I've had to take my adapter out just because my iPad's about to die.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, I couldn't tell. It sounds good. It does sound good.
All right, cool.
Decent. All right, here we go. We're going to the next fight up on the card. We're going to be in the lightweight division, and it's Rafael Fiziev versus Maurício Ruffy. Now, this is a big fight between Fiziev and Ruffy. We've got 13-4-0 in the red corner with Fiziev, and then 12-2-0 in the blue corner for Ruffy. No big advantages here in terms of height. Yeah, Ruffy's just taller guy. Reach as well. You got that on Ruffy's side too. So you're going to see a little bit of a longer reaching game from Ruffy, and you're going to have Fiziev trying to get into that kicking range so he can initiate his kickboxing. What I love about Fiziev is his ability, historically, to kind of make his opponents do what he wants them to do, so he can kind of catch him in the move. That's kind of throwing those feints. You react. He catches you on that reaction because he's exactly about to put your head. He makes you put it. Do you reckon Ruffy's too wise for that? I mean, from my perspective, his fight IQ is pretty solid.
I just know this fight's gonna be mental.
George, it's like you're thinking about it way too much,
Oh
mate.
my God.
It's just gonna be good.
This could be its own fight night main event, right? This fight is good. If them two bring their kickboxing, Thai boxing A game, this is gonna be ruthless. Like the canvas is gonna be the color of your hat. Okay, right? Honestly, Ruffy, I keep saying it, I keep bringing it up all night with the new generation fighter, but
Yeah.
Ruffy's fight IQ is great. Don't get me wrong, he's a very technical fighter. He knows his shot range, he knows his shot placement. He's sort of like the Terminator, he can read you a little bit. But then his last fight against BS, when he got taken down by BSD, he sort of like panicked, went into sort of like turtle mode. So he's lucky he's not fighting a fighter like that tonight, where Fiziev likes to keep it standing.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a case of, oh, there's two strikers, they're going to start wrestling, because Fiziev is not known to do that. He just wants to kick 7 shades of you know what out of you.
Yeah.
And Ruffy's the same, but they're both elite strikers. So
good.
Fiziev's durable though. This is the thing. Fiziev ain't going to be going down as easy as the likes of King Green and Jamie Mullarkey that Ruffy have done in the past. So this is going to be a very interesting. If the two fights above this weren't on the card, and it was two other ones that I weren't interested in, this would be your fight of the night. But the next two above it could potentially be a fight of the night as well.
All right, I can't wait to get into the next two up there as well. But
yeah,
but fair play. Let's look at some of the gauges for these guys and see how that maps out, right? So if Ruffy was standing next to Fiziev, who gets the advantage on striking, are you giving it to? Because that's probably a really difficult question. But the one I really want to get into is how you see grapplers, when two people can grapple, it kind of cancel each other's out. Is that going to happen here?
well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said just now earlier. I was like, striker versus striker, they're not going to start grappling. Like, and same with your point. Like when you had Kamaru Covington, they ended up having quite a good kickboxing fight. I just think it's going to be a very technical fight.
Yeah,
it's not going to be like I'm gonna throw a 1-2 and then a kick. They're gonna be looking to find the shot that's gonna take you out because they know they both can do it. So it's gonna be like a nasty inside leg kick or a dirty liver kick, or a head kick to finish it, like Ruffy's done and what Fiziev has done. They're both technical, so the gauges is going to be hard.
It's difficult, yeah. Looking at it on paper, landed per minute, Fiziev does have a stronger number, just marginally, but these guys are pretty much on par when it comes down to the striking numbers, to be fair. I would like to, for striking, I do want to say Fiziev because the leg kicks and he mixes it in so well with his hands. He's got that dexterity, it's beautiful. But
yeah, like he spends all of his time at where is it? Is it? It's not AKA, not AKA. Tiger Muay Thai.
Tiger Muay Thai, yeah.
Yeah, he's over there majority of the year, and he's just kicking pads, elbowing pads. Like, he's just a Thai fighter.
Yeah. So he's gonna get striking in my books. Now for power, I'll give to Maurício because I believe there are more knockouts on his side as well. But
yeah, I would too because Fiziev is a very he's a point fighter, like every Thai fighter is. They're just a point fighter if it's not a KO. So
exactly.
I'd agree.
And then what about grappling? I might go Ruffy with that too. Just
only purely because he's Brazilian, not being trying to be racially biased because of nationality and sport that goes behind it.
I don't want to say that because I'm supposed to be a professional. I should have a little bit more of a technical reason than just he's Brazilian.
I'm a builder, I don't do this full time, so spare me the punishment.
We got to give it to someone. The Brazilian's gonna get it.
Yeah, so I would imagine he has taken some form of BJJ class at some point to be a semi-decent level, and especially at the Fighting Nerds, I'm sure they do a lot of that. Look, I mean, we haven't really seen much of him on the ground, so we can't really give that one.
True.
Because his last fight with BSD.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where I'm a bit conflicted.
You can't too much, but you're absolutely right. I mean, especially because grappling was the thing that done him over last time. It was it's just tricky. It's tricky. I'll probably like the idea of giving cardio to Fiziev as well.
Yeah,
as well as speed.
No, definitely, because he's as much as Fiziev goes to a decision, he doesn't really have a boring fight. He is always in a cracker of a fight, and I do like that about him. So I won't criticize when a Fiziev fight's on. I'm like, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be there's gonna be elbows, there's gonna be knees, it's gonna be a proper gritty fight. So yeah, speed and cardio. Yeah, Fiziev.
I'm looking at the gauges now. We've got 3 on the side of Fiziev in the red corner, 2 on the side of Ruffy in the blue corner. On the night, are you going to go Fiziev also, or would you side with Ruffy, knowing that power is just going to be what it requires to nudge it over?
See, they're both everyone's favourite fighter at the minute, so it's really hard to sort of have a favourite of the favourites. So, but I personally, just because I've watched Fiziev more and he's more of a legend to me, I'd go, Rafael Fiziev.
Think? Okay.
Yeah, I like that. And then I like what could be the next couple fights after it. So I'm going with Fiziev, just based on ranking position, and I like him more. He looks like Ragnar Lothbrok.
All right, valid. I would go with Ruffy on this one, I think. I reckon Ruffy would be the one to get it done.
You've gone opposite to me all night. Are we going to bet another Chinese?
Oh, I think we have to, don't we?
No, we need to get an Aussie dish.
What's an Aussie dish exactly? Oh, it's a chili, innit?
Oh,
yeah.
Pint out my work boot.
You'd have to.
No way.
Well, I think then we will have to go with the next fight on the card, aren't we? Let me give me this. That's the one I'm looking for. There you go. All right, so we're going to the next fight up on the card. I'm setting in on that one. Pints out of work boot for the loser of this fight card. We'll see make sure you do your picks this time, George.
Yes, yes, sir. I'm trying to make money at the same time, so I do my Sky bet, and then I totally forget my fantasy league bet.
Oh yeah, I think you can probably do money into that in there as well.
I end up losing money there as well. So
Yeah, look, let's be safe about it, right? Okay, we're into the co-main of the evening, man. We're here. We've been talking about BSD earlier on in the card as well, weren't we?
yeah,
This fight against Ruffy. So here he is, the man himself, BSD. Benoît sent Denis up against Dan Hooker. And it's quite an exciting fight in this one because we talked about Dan Hooker on the last card last week about who he could potentially fight. Should he either win this or what can match out to be. So we talked about the possibility of him and Paddy perhaps as well. So there's lots to chop up in the lightweight division. So much is happening and it's all changing quite nicely. It's one of the most exciting ones, to be fair. Controversial too. Heavyweight division, which is a bit slow. Anyway,
yeah,
red corner, that's 24-13-0. It's looking at Dan Hooker. He is the native-born New Zealander, but we can say Australian too. He's from the ends. And then France, that's your BSD. Now he's got a record of 16-3-0, and this guy comes in at just a little bit smaller than Dan Hooker, but it's not going to be noticeable. But the reach is going to be efficient by another 2 inches, so Dan's going to be having that advantage. And you could probably just by those metrics or the profile type of these fighters understand how they're going to want to fight on the night too. That's going to be range, keeping away from BSD. We saw what BSD did to Ruffy in his last fight when range was the disadvantage once again, getting in quite close on the inside and just mixing up his offense with his wrestling. And we've seen Dan Hooker on his back before, and it's not attractive. Although you might think with a surname like Hooker, that's probably where he belongs. However, it's not what we want to see. Do you agree, George?
yeah. Mate, fucking talk away. You going on there, mate? I was
on the flow, but I'm probably cracking
nah,
as well. And just check it.
no, that's honestly like that. I couldn't agree with you more. Like BSD when he gets a bit sticky from the striking, which Dan will probably put him in. He'll try to put him on the back foot, square him up against the cage and make it uncomfortable. But then when he's on his back, he doesn't become comfortable. So BSD will probably look to, get in close, get inside, take a hit, go to the ground with him, and then replicate an Arman Sarukian style way of fighting and trying to be a concrete blanket and just wearing him down and to get the sub or to get the ground and pound. But then against Dariush, he holds the power to knock you out as well. So this one's going to be a bit trickier for Dan, in my opinion. Yes, it's just the way Sondani fights. He got humbled by Moicano.
Yeah.
He learned his lesson from that fight.
Came back stronger. He did improve.
Yeah, so he's now a sort of a man on a mission. It's his third fight, I think, in 6-7 months now.
Yeah.
He only just fought in November.
Yeah,
And I think, and then he was in Paris as well. So that was only September. So yeah, we're talking 6-7 months now.
What did you think about that Gamrot fight with Dan Hooker?
Split decision win for Hooker, obviously.
Did you think he won it though?
It's sort of one of those ones. It's like
I was actually
who had more.
The Gamrot.
It's who had more on the night. That's what you're looking at for the judges, aren't you? Like who had this? Because realistically, some of the judging, you can't understand why they've done it. So
no, I mean
no.
You saw it last week, didn't you? There's no way Natalia Silva won that fight, but I got the point, so I'm inclined to not complain.
Yeah, well, there you go then. So be quiet, sit in your corner, and be happy.
Definitely happy,
but no, you I can't really see Dan Hooker making this fight easy for himself.
Yeah, I think what that means is he's just kind of got to be a little bit slick with it. It's possible Dan Hooker to catch him with a knee, maybe. It's all the things he hates in a fight, I think. The funny thing about Gamrot is he just didn't have the power, but BST's got that. Granted, Gamrot's got much better grappling offense as well. But
yeah,
I think BST's got the power hard to stifle, and then the grappling just to make things really ugly. So we're going to see a bit of both of that. And don't forget the gauges up here to kind of, as we finally discuss this last bit of it, talk about.
I just think like both fighters have fought Poirier. They've both been humbled, right? Although Hooker's was a lot more of a humbling. He got battered over the course of the whole fight, and BSD got finished, so he got off. But I don't see like their opponents are fairly similar in terms of who they've fought. Like stylistically, they've both fought strikers mainly, and then Dan Hooker's come up against a wrestler, struggled. Moicano's a jiu-jitsu fighter, so he had him on the ground, tying him up, ground and pounding him, and then when it got back to the feet, was piecing him up again. So Dan's only hope is piecing him up, and he doesn't go to ground.
So he's got a.
So
it's a lot to. It's a fine window to capitalize on, though, isn't it? It's a fine window of opportunity just to capitalize on.
Yeah, obviously there are certain fighters that only look for that striking element to go forward with their fight, but this has probably been one of the hardest cards to break down.
It's not easy at all, is it? Right?
No,
the one that you got chucked into last minute as well, just to kind of look at. It's like
no prep, no nothing. What's your opinion on this? I don't even know what this is. Like,
all right, let's get into some striking, grappling, power.
But honestly, I do personally think it's going to be a very close fight on the feet. My opinion.
Yeah.
For striking.
Yeah. No, I second that as well. I think Hooker's got what it takes to win the fight. He does have the right tools for it. He could make BSD look silly, but I just think BSD's got what it takes to make it ugly. Make this fight very, very ugly.
Yeah, but then Dan likes ugly from time to time. He's a Kiwi. He loves it. He loves the scrap. He loves the war. So I'd probably give striking to Dan.
Right. Grappling, BSD, power.
Yep.
BSD too. Oh, damn. Let's have a look on the paper. BSD looks like Dan's got more knockouts. So on paper it'll be Dan, but what do you think on the night?
Well, I don't know. I mean, anything can happen.
Let's go Dan then and for power.
Yeah.
But guys in the chat, let us know if you think that should be right or the other way around. And then speed and cardio.
Speed, I want to go for BSD, and then cardio, I'll go for Hooker.
Right, okay. Cool.
Just off the factor that he's done the main events and the longer fights.
I might have gone power BSD, speed Hooker. In the lanky, fast pinpoint striker he is. But I have to have the speed, surely.
But then power don't just come from the hands though. The power can be just like power from the kicks as well, no? Or is it? Are we talking the 2 fisticuffs?
Yeah, I think who's most likely to get a knockout, most likely to knock the other person out if that was going to be the threat in this fight. Who possesses that? For me, say Dan.
I mean, new tattoo Dan I like because he just goes in now. He just does go in with the can-do attitude of I'm just going to smash granny out of him.
Yeah, he thought if he got like a pair of new wheels and just slicked up the hair a little bit, changed the bodywork and the paint, he'll be a brand new mobile, brand new car.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
see if he just pimp my fighter.
Yeah, exactly. All right, he's definitely got some aura about him for sure.
He's trying.
He's fine. Let's go next fight up on the card. We're looking into the main event of the evening, and it is Alexander Volkanovski versus Lopes, Diego Lopes. Don't know why it took me a moment to remember his name. So in the red corner, it's 21-4-0. It's Alexander Volkanovski, who's recently and rightfully reclaimed the throne. Of course, that happened since we saw Ilia Topuria moving up to lightweight division. And then in the blue corner, it's 27-7-0. The equally challenging contending Diego Lopes did it again, who's gone through some absolute brawls in the UFC division in this division so far. Probably most worthy of everyone of gold, but he's just not been able to get it yet because Volkanovski's been that bit annoying at holding it down just about well enough, I guess. But what do you think is going to happen this time round? And what are the biggest lessons Lopes to take away from that last fight that he's now going to be applying this in this one?
I mean, just the reactive counter shots of Volk. Sort of when he was always coming out the guard, Lopes loves to throw a left hook or a right hook out when he's like being pushed out the clinch. And Volk clocked that. So Volk, in my opinion, sort of didn't allow him to sort of get that off. You used the wisdom. I know he's old. He's what, 38, 39 nearly. So he's an old boy, but the old boy's got game, and that's why he's still the champ. He's the best of the best.
Yeah.
I just think also, again, like the young stallion being given a legend and being taught a lesson is a lot of the factor of this evening. So I hope Lopes has done his homework, but I just can't see Volk in Sydney taking a loss.
I reckon.
Realistically,
I'm Shin Dog. Just chimed in the chats, and he says Lopes just reminds me of South American Biz being in a wig, which is quite an interesting take on it, to be honest.
I mean, I don't get the relevance, but
let's get his chat up there. There it is. Thanks for chiming in. I'm Shin Dog. Yeah, I mean, that's just look-wise, though, right? Not so much style-wise. I don't think anyone's really got the same style of Lopes. I would say that he did say that he thinks Dan does get off on an ugly for sure. He was commenting on how you said earlier that he does have a bit of ugly fighting, and I would say that someone who definitely gets off on ugly is Diego Lopes. So much so to the point he gets himself in trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, Diego, you ain't got to be in that close doing that. You've got range. You can fight this differently. But he gets off on ugly just as much as I'll probably say Dan Hooker does.
But that's why the UFC went with Lopes instead of like a Movsvar or a Lerone to sell this fight. Because realistically, people love Lopes because of the fights he gives. Like, he chose to fight Ige on 4 hours' notice after Ortega pulled out when was it, last year before. So again, he's everyone's favorite fighter, and people want to watch him. But yeah, he does put himself in the deep end when sometimes he doesn't have to.
Yeah, that's
but then
that's such Lopes for you.
But then if to do that with someone like Max or Ilya, you're gonna get clipped.
Yeah.
Like Volk isn't so much a power puncher, but he's more a volume puncher. So he will just build off round and round and pick you off more and more, like he did to Max. Questionable one of the fights, yes, but the rest of the time he was piecing him up, and he weren't so much finishing him, but he was ticking every box on the judges' scorecard.
It was. He looked good doing it too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that's it's hard to do that against someone like Volk. You can't go in there and try and have a brawl and expect to come out on the other side winning.
Yeah, fair, valid. Let's see what we're saying on the gauges then. I'm Shindog. Have a step at these gauges, bro. Striking, grappling, power, speed, cardio. You guys in the chat, just find out who you think gets what for what. This time around, we saw the striking last time. There was equally contended. Who do you think really kind of edged it? Was it? Well, I guess evidently it was Volkanovski. But do you reckon it's going to be the same case again?
I personally am going Volk for
valid.
Striking.
Grappling wise, I might go.
See, Volk's a good defensive grappler. We've not seen much in terms of offensive, but against Ortega, any other man would have tapped.
Yeah, true. But then also, we could talk about Evloev and Diego Lopes in his debut in the UFC. He grappled with Evloev so well, and Evloev is he's one of those Dagestani like grapplers.
Yeah,
And then
I
he
did.
almost submitted him as well at the end of it too. I mean, we can't keep talking
But
about his
then
debut, but I can't stop talking
wasn't
about his debut. You know what I mean?
wasn't Mosvar coming on his debut as well? Wasn't Mosvar new to the game?
Relatively, but he wasn't his debutant. It wasn't his debut.
Uh,
And Moses,
I'd go.
Evo was
I'm
always
still
has
go. I'm
always been
still going
dangerous.
Volk.
Okay,
Still Volk grappling.
okay.
My opinion, but it's not my chat. So you I'll let you pick one tonight, sire. Don't worry.
All right, let's see what I'm Shindog says. He says this fight feels like a fight that just will be crazy to the end when the judges drop their scores. Yeah, I guess so. But he's gone with speed to Lopez. But personally, he'll give the rest of it to Volk, to power and speed for Lopez. But he thinks also grappling for Volk. For power, you think Lopez also?
Yeah.
And
Realistically,
speed, I like Volk for speed.
nah.
No,
When, like we said just a minute ago, when Lopez gets in those brawls, he can throw some hands.
he can. He's got a great
Yeah.
shot
So
selection.
yeah, like he'll go 1-2 body, 1-2 head, rip it, and I'm 50-50 on that one. I can't call that, so I'll let you can have that one. I can't call that
The
one.
speed. Okay, cool. In which case, I'm gonna go with it's 2-on-1, I guess. I'll go speed over to Lopez, but how are you calling on the line? Are you gonna go with the red corner, which it suggests that Volkov would win it, or are you gonna go in the blue corner? Volkanovski. Volk.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm going Volk. No disrespect that I don't like Lopez, but I just for the moment of what it is for Volk, first time defending in Sydney, and yeah, Alex Volkanovski for me tonight on Saturday morning, whenever it is.
It's tough, man. I've literally gone against you the whole entire night. I didn't even mean to.
I know.
I don't mean to. I don't
It's like
mean
they've
to, George.
purposely not, like Ash and JK. Look, come on tonight, so me and you can have an MMA debate.
Yeah, like a huge debate. Because I think, for me, I feel like Lopez is gonna do it. I feel like Lopez has been trying and trying and trying. It's like when Israel Adesanya beat Alex Pereira. You're right,
Yeah,
because it's home ground for Alex. So you
I think the only thing you can say to take after their title fight is the fact that Diego Lopez has had another fight after that.
Yeah.
Where Volkanovski had the fight, was it Miami in April?
Yeah, and he's just kind of
Yeah.
sat on it since.
And then, yeah, that's
he
it.
had been active prior.
Yeah, obviously he'd done a lot of fights in a short space of time, so he's well-deserved break. But Lopez has fought between then, so obviously he's been able to go away, say,
And
this is what I've done
someone
wrong.
who was unstoppable too. Like that was Jean.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. His performance against Gene Silver was incredible. Like
his first loss.
John Silver's not a walk-through fight.
No.
He is a paranoid schizophrenic fighter, and
he's got some
he's scared. He is scary. Okay, he is mentally unstable, and to go in there and finish someone like that, you are a hero in many people's eyes. But I just want like Lopez has got years to try again to get back at the top. He's at the top now. Don't get me wrong. Unless he goes on a skid, I can't see him not getting another title shot soon. Because what I said to JK yesterday was, Volk wins, retires in Sydney, a happy Australian man. Mosvar Murphy vacant title in June. Lopez gets that winner. That'll be Lopez's.
Volk's done a great job up until this point. I just feel like this division now, he is currently sitting on an absolute landmine of a division. Like everything underneath him is going to explode. They just need to have an opportunity on gold, and he's kind of been sitting active for a bit, hasn't he? I will say this.
Yeah.
I think And I think I'm Shindog said it also just down there. He said the greatest upset of all time. It could be the greatest upset of all time. And I kind of agree with him. This wouldn't be the greatest of all time, but I would think it could be an upset. The fact that it's just going to really upset a lot of people, being the first, as you said, defense for Volkanovski in Aussie land. So
Yeah, I just, yeah, like I say, I want it to have the moment. I want him to say I won on home soil, like Bisping got. Bisping got that chance in Manchester,
yeah.
although a controversial decision against Henderson. Right, a win's a win. Run, take it to the bookies. All right. Once that door closes, no comebacks. Okay,
Yeah,
no
exactly.
swapsies.
No swapsies.
So
Take it. Fair. All right. Well, look, that takes us all the way up to the end of the fight card. So, man, good job, man. I think when it comes down to it, Volkov versus
Volkanovski style.
Volkanovski versus Lopes. Two, it's worth running back. Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
I mean
I think Lopes wins it, and then Alexander's going to want to come back for a third. This might be something that keeps him. But it's going to be a great fight nonetheless. Like I said, this whole division is going to be absolutely going to take off.
Okay, so run this now, right? Main card.
Main card.
Loser does a shoey, okay?
Okay.
Who are we going for?
Wait.
You've gone against me all night.
All night.
So let's put this to the test of a man.
I think Lopes gets this one.
All right, I'm going Volkanovski.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right, the shoey is on the call.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry if this doesn't happen. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira. Eventually, I think yes, Alex Pereira wins 3 out of 5 times, but this is a time that Israel Adesanya is going to do it. Same again. I think maybe Alexander wins 3 out of 5 times, but this is the time Lopes is going to do it. You know?
No, it's not. You can't have you can have your moment later in your UFC career. Yours is just building up as a top figure in the featherweight division, right? Let Alex ride off into the Gold Coast sunset.
That would be the honourable thing to do, wouldn't it? But this is what fighting is all about.
Oh yeah, he's not going to make it easy for Volk, but at the end of the day, Volk's got to get it done.
I do kind of think, and yes, UFC 324 was last week, so we're not talking about it too much now. But I do kind of think that's almost what happened with Paddy and Gaethje. I think Paddy had some kind of gentleman agreement where it was like, "Hey man, enjoy this one. It's your last."
Yeah.
I mean, he's got time to do it.
Yeah. He knows his time will come again. They're both only young. Like I mean, they're in
Gaethje's time will come
early
again. Paddy's will.
Yeah. Same with Volk.
Yeah,
like Volk.
He's had it.
He's at the end of his career. Like if he wins in Sydney, what else has he got to prove? Okay, I might fight a Dagestani style fighter again. Like I fought that style already. Oh, I'll fight an up and coming Brit. Like that might be an exciting fight, might not be. Like what is there for him to test now? Realistically. He's emptied the pond.
Might be the year for the greats to go. Imagine that.
Yeah, we're getting old, Si. Right?
Hey, we're not getting younger.
No. To watch Volkanovski's career and watch him retire, it means a couple grey hairs are coming out.
One day, your children are going to ask you, "Where were you, Daddy, when Volkanovski retired?"
Sitting in my bedroom watching UFC on the against the fence watch along. What about you?
Exactly, that's the only answer. Okay, cool, brilliant. And yeah, Ian Shindog was talking about what Bisping were we referring to, the Brit or the South American. I was watching Sean Shirk replays when he retired. Oh, look at this! Look at this throwback.
I was a wee baby.
He's on about yeah, man, just watching it back. Man, Ian Shindog, thanks for chiming in, bro. We gotta wrap it up. I think that's the end of the episode, man. That's the end of it. We're at 10:30 so far, and so far we've ran through the main card entirely. I think we've got some confident picks up there. I hope you guys watching at home know how to pick, and haven't so far listened to us tell you what to pick. But generally, when it comes down to these UFC fight cards, MMA maths just doesn't math, and you kind of just
don't listen to me. I have my opinion, but that is my opinion. Okay,
You can listen to
I
me
could say the sky.
last week. Well,
Yeah,
second,
yeah. I could say the sky is pink. I wouldn't want you to believe me. Okay, please don't.
I looked. Why did I do that? Why did I even do that? It's obviously night time. It's not going to be pink. Anyway, guys, thanks for jumping on in. George, thanks for saving the day, for jumping on over.
As a pleasure as always, guys.
Much appreciated. Yeah, that was a lot of fun breaking down this card with you guys. Take care, and we'll see you on Saturday. So I'm Shindog. Chime in on Saturday, where we'll be going live for the UFC fight card 325